Is getting older really a one-way street to feeling worse? Do you believe that the aches, the mental slowdown, the shrinking world that many doctors just shrug off as part of aging, are truly your only future? I'm 94 and I don't take a single prescription pill. I live on my own, full of energy, and my last checkup, my doctor couldn't believe the numbers, said I had the health stats of someone decades younger. Just a couple of years back, he was floored, asking what on earth I was doing. I told him about 5 straightforward things I do every morning, habits I've stuck to for years. This isn't about some miracle cure or pricey gadgets. These are easy, common sense steps that tune into your body's own wisdom, and you can start them tomorrow. While folks I know, much younger than me, are juggling pills and needing help with everyday stuff, I'm out there living life. And here's a shocker, the third habit I'll share. It takes 4 minutes. 4, yet a staggering number of older adults, over 90%, just don't do it. And that simple miss, it's costing them their sharpest thinking, their mental edge. The problem is, you don't see the damage right away, so it's easy to ignore, until one day, it's a real struggle. These 5 habits aren't just about feeling a bit better. They're your ticket to staying independent, keeping your self-respect, and making sure your later years are vibrant, not just endured. That critical difference between aging with strength and just getting through the day. It often boils down to that first hour after your eyes open. First up, the instant morning reset, smart hydration. Think about it every night as you sleep, your body's quietly losing water, about a liter, just breathing and sweating a bit. But what do most seniors do? Wake up, grab coffee or tea. Big mistake. Those drinks can actually make you more dehydrated. It's a tiny error with huge ripple effects, messing with everything from how your joints feel to how clearly you think. And it's so easy to fix with a 30-second morning step. The link between not drinking enough first thing and aging faster. It's real and science backs it up. Big-name researchers have found that even being a little dehydrated can cut brain performance by nearly 30% and crank up inflammation by over 30% in folks over 65. This isn't just about feeling parched. It's about your body's basic machinery not running right. When you start your day dry, you're basically putting a drag on every system you've got, right from the get-go. Look at my friend David, 78. He was plagued by morning headaches and feeling dizzy for ages. Doctors tried this and that, pills galore, nothing stuck. Then he figured it out. He was chronically dehydrated every morning. Weeks after fixing that with simple morning water, headaches gone, energy up, his whole life turned around. And it goes deeper. When you're low on water, that fluid cushioning your joints gets thick and sticky. More friction, more wear with every move. That's a big reason for that morning stiffness so many just accept. Meanwhile, your brain cells need water to send signals properly and to flush out the gunk that builds up overnight. No water, that waste sticks around longer, making your brain feel foggy and maybe even speeding up long-term memory loss. The fix is dead simple, but when and how you do it matters. Before bed, get a 16-ounce glass of water, room temperature, and add a tiny pinch of natural salt. Put it by your bed. First thing you see, first thing you drink, all of it. Before coffee, before tea, before food. Room temp is key. Your body sucks it up faster than cold. And that speck of salt helps your cells absorb it better, a little thing called osmotic balance. This isn't just about chugging water all day, though that's good too. The magic is in breaking that overnight dry spell immediately, before anything else interferes. If plain water's a tough sell first thing, a tiny squeeze of lemon is okay. But no sugar, no sweeteners, don't want to mess with your morning metabolism. You'll feel it almost right away, joints moving easier, head clearer. Within weeks, digestion often improves, energy's more stable, even your skin might look better. I started this in my mid-70s, nearly 20 years ago, and it changed my mornings completely. Your body is thirsty right now. Don't let tomorrow morning slide without this. Secondly, the sunlight switch. Tune your body clock. Your body runs on an amazing internal clock system, managing hormones, your immune system, everything. And you can throw it totally out of whack by missing one key moment in the morning. Top sleep science centers confirm it. Just 10 to 15 minutes of morning sun resets those internal rhythms and gives serotonin, your feel-good chemical, a 4.2% boost in older adults. But guess what? A university study showed missing this morning sun shot up depression risk by nearly 70% and messes with sleep in just a few days. Here's the cool science. Early morning sunlight has special kinds of light that hit unique sensors in your eyes. These sensors then tell your brain's main clock, deep inside, to get a whole bunch of body processes going. This light at this time affects hormone making, body temperature, digestion, and over 150 other things that decide how good you feel all day. Take Sarah, 80, years of sleep troubles, relied on pills. She walked daily for exercise, thought she was doing great. but she walked in the afternoon. She had no idea that morning light works totally differently on your body than afternoon light. She switched her walks to within 30 minutes of waking. Result: ditched the sleep meds. Her story shows how when you do something can be even more important than what you do. Without that morning light fix, your brain keeps making melatonin, the sleep hormone, for too long. That starts a bad cycle: poor sleep, more inflammation, faster aging. And it's not just about sleep. That body clock controls blood pressure, your immune defenses, even how well you use nutrients from food. Research from a leading university showed that seniors with messed up body clocks lose muscle faster and their thinking declines quicker than those with steady daily rhythms. Doing this is easy, but you gotta be consistent and do it right. Get outside within 30 minutes of waking, 10 to 15 minutes in natural morning light, even if it's cloudy. And here's a detail many miss: if you can. No glasses, no sunglasses, no contacts. Glass and plastic filter out some of the good light rays you need. The light has to go in through your eyes. Just getting sun on your skin won't do it for the clock. If the weather's impossible, sitting by a window helps a bit, but it's about half as good as being right outside. For folks way up north with dark winters, a special light therapy box for circadian rhythms can be a decent stand-in. But real sunlight is always best. The benefits build up. Within a week of regular morning sun, most seniors say they fall asleep easier and wake up feeling more rested. Within a month, many feel their mood is better, energy's up, and digestion is more regular as their internal clocks get solid. Your body's clock is waiting for that sun signal tomorrow. Don't miss it. Third, the 4-minute brain boost. Keep your mind sharp. Every single morning, your brain is at risk of losing thousands of connections between nerve cells unless you do something specific about it. That's not a scare tactic. It's solid brain science for aging. The amazing part: a simple 4-minute routine first thing in the morning can stop this loss and even turn it around. Yet, like I said, over 90% of seniors just aren't doing it, missing the best chance to keep their minds clear. Brain experts at a top medical school found that quick mental exercises right after waking up boost brain flexibility by 37% and improve your thinking skills all day long. Those first few moments when you're waking up, that's when your brain is most ready to learn and change. It's because of a special brain growth chemical, often called miracle, grow for your brain cells, that's highest right after you wake up and then drops off through the day. My neighbor Alice, 85, showed how powerful this is after her knee surgery. She couldn't do her physical therapy for a while, but she kept up her morning brain routine. Even though surgery and less activity can really knock cognition in seniors, her mind stayed sharp, even got better. It shows these mental workouts can protect your brain even when your body's going through a tough time. Skipping this morning brain wake up adds up over time, making memory loss worse and upping dementia risk by nearly 30% according to long-term studies from national aging institutes. Each morning is a choice: actively fire up your brain's ability to rewire itself, or let it slide with passive stuff that doesn't help new connections grow. The tricky thing about this damage is you don't notice it at first. That's why so many seniors ignore it until their thinking feels off. And by then, a lot of important brain links are already gone. The answer is the Forks 4 morning mind drill. Solve one quick math problem, recall one specific memory in detail, learn 4 new words, and mentally walk through your day, all in 4 minutes. This mix hits different brain areas at once, creating what scientists call cross-talk that makes your whole brain stronger. Math works your logic. Memory recall strengthens your brain's filing system. New words build up language skills. And picturing your day uses your planning and decision-making brain parts. Why 4 minutes? Research shows short, focused mental effort works better than longer, half-hearted stuff. To make it easy, get your bits ready the night before. A math puzzle from a kid's book or an app. A memory prompt like, picture your 25th birthday. 4 new words and what they mean. And just imagine yourself doing what you plan for the day. The brain protection from this is instant and long-lasting. Within hours, people feel mentally clearer, sharper. Within weeks, many find words come easier and they feel more confident about their thinking. Months in, it builds up real brain reserve, your brain's backup power. I've done this since I was 70. It's a huge reason I'm still so clear-headed at 94. Your brain connections are built or lost each morning. Choose to build them tomorrow. Fourth, the joint can kickstart move to heal, not hurt. Most seniors, without knowing it, are actually wrecking their independence by following old-school morning exercise advice that harms joints in people over 70. Those typical stretching routines, they can actually be bad for older joints and tissues. Top clinic research shows a huge difference. Doing the wrong morning moves bumps up inflammation by 31%, but a targeted 7-minute mobility routine, it cuts pain and stiffness by 44% in just 2 weeks. Why such a big gap? Because older connective tissue is different. It needs a whole new approach to movement that respects how it's changed. After 70, the fibers in your tissues are less watery and more tangled. They need gentle, slow warming up, not the aggressive yanking you see in fitness videos for young folks. That old stretch it out idea can actually cause tiny tears in older adults, speeding up the very joint problems you're trying to stop. My friend Michael, 83, is a perfect example. He was still doing the stretches he learned in his 50s. No idea they were making his mobility worse and pushing him towards needing a walker. When he swapped that harmful routine for the smart sequence I'll share, he got rid of the walker and got his freedom back. It shows the right moves can bring back function, while the wrong ones speed up decline. Common morning stretches like bending over to touch your toes or rolling your neck fast, they cause real micro damage in older adults. Deep forward bends put too much stress on spinal discs that are already drier with age. Quick neck moves can mess with blood flow in neck arteries that are often narrower in seniors. Even gentle, seeming moves like seated twists can be risky if you do them right when you wake up, before your tissues are warmed up. The answer is the inside-out mobility flow, gentle shoulder rolls, seated marching, chest openers in a doorway, supported mini squats and ankle circles, all before breakfast. This sequence makes sense for your body. It warms up your core and gets blood flowing to big muscles before you ask your joints to move a lot. The order is vital. It respects how older bodies need to warm up slowly. Start with seated shoulder rolls, arms relaxed, small circles getting bigger for 30 seconds. This gets upper body blood moving without stressing shoulders. Then, seated marching, lift your knees one by one while sitting on a sturdy chair for 1 minute. This wakes up your core and lower body. Move to a doorway, hands at shoulder height on the frame, lean gently forward for 30 seconds. This helps fix that forward hunch many seniors get. Next, supported mini squats, hold a counter or strong chair, bend your knees just a bit, whatever's comfy, for 1 minute. This fires up your biggest muscles and boosts metabolism safely. Finish with seated ankle circles, one leg out, rotate your foot clockwise then counterclockwise 30 seconds each foot. Good for circulation down there, and ankle flexibility, super important for preventing falls. How your joints feel is largely set by how you move in that first half hour after waking. Most folks feel less morning stiffness in just a few days with this. In 2 weeks, benefits often include better posture, less pain doing daily things, and more confidence moving. After a month, many find they can do things that used to hurt, like getting out of cars or reaching up high, much more easily. This routine has been key to my physical freedom since my late 80s, letting me do things around the house that most people my age gave up on years ago. Fifth, the Muscle Shield breakfast, smart protein timing. The breakfast you have tomorrow will either help you keep your muscle or speed up its loss by over 20%, and this is true no matter how much protein you eat the rest of the day. This discovery, published in a major nutrition journal, really challenges the usual advice that just talks about total daily protein. The reality is, when you eat protein is just as crucial as how much, especially if you're over 70. Nutrition scientists at a leading aging research center found that protein timing, not just the total amount, is what decides if seniors keep their muscle or lose it fast to what's called sarcopenia. After 60, your body gets something called anabolic resistance. It means you need more protein, and you need it at more specific times to tell your muscles to stick around. Most seniors eat their biggest protein hit at dinner, when their body's ability to build muscle is actually winding down, and they eat a carb-heavy breakfast right when their muscle building potential is at its highest. My acquaintance, Susan, 89, is a great case study. She'd been getting weaker and frailer for 2 years, even though she thought she was eating healthy. Her turnaround happened when she simply changed when and how she got her protein. She used to have toast, fruit, and coffee for breakfast, a common pattern that does almost nothing for aging muscles. Within months of fixing her protein timing, her strength started coming back, and she could do things she thought were gone for good. The typical senior breakfast sends your blood sugar on a roller coaster. This increases inflammation, speeds up muscle loss, and can even cloud your thinking for the whole day. Starting your day with mostly carbs triggers an insulin surge that actually stops your body from burning fat for hours. More importantly, it starves your muscles of the essential building blocks they need in the morning when they're most ready to grow and repair. For seniors, missing this chance is extra costly because that anabolic window, the time when muscles are primed to use protein, gets smaller with each decade. Your body gets pickier about when it'll respond to protein. That makes the morning critical for keeping muscle. Miss this window, and you're not just not building muscle, you're actively losing it faster. The fix is to get at least 25 to 30 grams of good quality protein within 30 minutes after your mobility routine. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie with some collagen powder. That specific amount comes from research showing seniors need about 30 grams of quality protein in one go to overcome that age-related anabolic resistance and kickstart muscle building. Spreading smaller bits through the day just isn't as good as this focused morning dose. And the timing after your movement is on purpose. Light activity gets blood to your muscles and makes them ready to use that protein better. Practically, this could be 2 eggs with some cottage cheese, or Greek yogurt with extra protein powder stirred in, or a smoothie with whey or plant protein plus collagen. Collagen gives specific building blocks for joints and skin. It's really important not to pair this protein with sugary carbs like white toast or very sweet fruit, as that can cancel out the muscle saving benefits. Your body's muscle building window opens every morning. Don't miss tomorrow's chance for repair and strength. The impact of getting this protein timing right is pretty quick and keeps growing. Within days, many seniors feel more energetic in the mornings and find their appetite is better controlled. In a few weeks, most notice their grip is stronger and they don't get tired as easily doing daily tasks. After 3 months, studies show real preservation or even gains in lean muscle compared to the steady loss seen in those sticking to old breakfast habits. I've been strict about this protein timing since my mid-80s, and I give it a lot of credit for keeping me functionally strong, way more than most people my age. Your road to aging exceptionally. These 5 morning habits, they aren't secret medical breakthroughs or expensive gadgets. They're simple adjustments that honor how your body naturally works, teaming up with the aging process instead of fighting it. I'm still independent at 94, not because of anything extraordinary, but because of ordinary habits done day in, day out. Your body has that same incredible power to bounce back at any age if you give it the right things at the right times. Those morning hours are your golden opportunity for a biological tune-up, setting the course for your whole day and ultimately how well you age. Every morning is a fresh start, a chance to either support your body's natural healing or accidentally work against it. The choice you make tomorrow morning will either build your long-term vitality or lead to that slow decline too many accept as unavoidable. The real power of these habits isn't in how complicated they are, but in doing them consistently. Small, smart actions done regularly create huge changes over time. The gap between aging with grace and independence and just struggling through your later years often comes down to these vital first moments of your day. The person you'll be in the future is relying on the choices you make tomorrow morning. Which one of these habits will you try first? Your journey to aging incredibly well starts with your very next sunrise.